Hello, and welcome back to the Fluentverse. Today, we are opening a new chapter in our motivation and shadowing series. Most people think success is a sprint, a quick race to the finish line. But the truth is, success is a slow, painful forging process. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of a young man named Ian, a heavy hammer, and a secret that changed his life forever. If you are tired of working hard and seeing no results, this session will redefine your understanding of power. Let's begin. Imagine a village famous for making the strongest swords in the world. In this village lived Ian, a 21-year-old who dreamt of becoming a master blacksmith. While other boys were playing, Ian spent his days in the heat of the furnace. He watched the masters turn raw, ugly iron into beautiful, sharp blades. He wanted that power. He wanted to create something that would last forever. But there was a problem. Every time Ian tried to forge a sword, it would break. It was either too brittle or too soft. He was the only apprentice who couldn't finish a single blade. I am surrounded by fire, but I feel no warmth in my soul. Every broken blade is a mirror of my own failure. I have the passion, but I lack the precision. Is my destiny just to be a helper, never a master? One afternoon, after his 10th sword shattered into pieces, Ian sat by the old stone wall and put his head in his hands. He was done. He looked at his calloused, burnt hands and felt a deep, dark despair. "I've spent 1,000 hours at this furnace," he whispered. "Maybe I'm just not meant to be a creator. Maybe I should just quit and find an easier life." He was ready to walk away from his dream forever. He felt like a fake. 1,000 hours of work, and I have nothing to show for it. The heat of the furnace is burning my spirit, not the iron. Maybe I am chasing a ghost that doesn't exist. The weight of this hammer is becoming too heavy for my heart. An old master blacksmith, known only as the Elder, walked up to Ian. He didn't offer sympathy. Instead, he handed Ian a raw, heavy piece of black iron. He said, "Ian, look at this. This iron is cold and stubborn. To make it a sword, you must hit it 10,000 times. Not once, not twice, but 10,000. Most boys quit at 9,000. They think nothing is happening because the shape hasn't changed. But every single strike is changing the internal structure of the metal. You don't see the change until the very last strike. Success is not the sword. Success is the 10,000 strikes. Every strike I make is a silent transformation. I am not just hitting iron. I am building my character. The change is invisible, but the progress is real. I will trust the hammer even when I cannot see the blade." Ian went back to the furnace. But this time, he wasn't looking for a sword. He was looking for the strike. For 3 months, he didn't try to make a blade. He just focused on hitting the iron with perfect rhythm. He studied the sparks. He listened to the sound of the metal. He practiced his breathing with every swing. He stopped caring about what people said about his failures. He became obsessed with the process. He realized that consistency isn't about doing the same thing. It's about doing the same thing better every single time. I am the master of the rhythm, and the rhythm is my teacher. My focus is sharper than any blade I could ever forge. I am building a soul of steel through the fire of repetition. I do not seek the result. I seek the perfection of the strike. 5 months later, the king announced a competition to find the finest sword in the land. The master blacksmiths brought blades covered in gold and jewels. Ian walked in with a simple, dark blade. It didn't shine, but it felt alive. When the testing began, the golden sword snapped like glass under pressure. But when Ian's blade struck the testing stone, the stone itself split in half. The hall went silent. The king asked, "How did you make this?" Ian replied, "I didn't make this today. I made this during the 10,000 strikes when no one was watching." The strength of the blade comes from the heat it survived. My victory was won in the silence of the furnace. They see the edge. I remember the effort. I am the iron that refused to break. If you are listening to this and you feel like your strikes are doing nothing, if you feel like you are hitting a wall, remember Ian. You are not failing, you are forging. Every video you shadow, every word you learn, every hour you spend in silence is a strike on the iron of your future. The shape will change when the time is right. Just don't stop before the 10,000th strike. Now, your task for this journey. If you are ready to be the blacksmith of your own life, go to the comments and type, strike by strike. Tell me one thing you will do every single day, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Thank you for being part of the Fluentverse. Keep shadowing, keep forging, and I will see you in the next episode of your transformation. Repeat this video 3 times and try to copy my style to become fluent. Listening and speaking drill will train your mouth to speak with fluency. Once again, don't forget to like this video if you impressed by this. Share this to your beloved ones.